Injuries are all too common in sports and often have the potential to end an athlete's career. With competitive gaming not being the most physical of activities, it's easy to forget that pro gamers are athletes too. ZooMaa, aka the Italian Stallion, is one of the most well-known faces in competitive Call of Duty. He's best known for representing esports giants FaZe Clan from 2015 to 2019, where he established himself as one of the greats. His outstanding performances during his career have earned him nearly $400,000 in prize money, as well as 6 major tournament wins. Despite the 25-year-old still being in his prime, he's recently been left with no other choice than to retire from competitive Call of Duty, due to a recurring injury. ZooMaa may be departing from the scene earlier than expected, but behind him, he's left quite the legacy.
You got ZooMaa on your screen, doing some damage early against Karma. The kills are traded out. ZooMaa looking for a second, and there's a defender right on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, he's going to be able to take him out. It's going to be ZooMaa working on streaks. He's going to earn that Scarab, and the rest of his team falls. We're going to get down to a one-on-one, Crim versus ZooMaa.
And this is for the ace for ZooMaa. He's already picked up the first 3 kills. The last man alive, though, it's Crim6, who only has 1 death all game long. ZooMaa spots him, Crim is there, and ZooMaa's gonna get the ace. FaZe is right back in it.
As a teenager, ZooMaa's passion lay not behind the controller, but on the soccer pitch. He was a keen soccer player, and even played for Chelsea FC's youth academy. Sadly, ZooMaa's budding soccer career came to a sudden halt after he tore his ACL twice. As a result, he started to play a lot more Call of Duty, which would eventually kickstart his career. As they say, for every cloud, there is a silver lining. ZooMaa's presence became known after he began to dominate online tournaments against top pro players.
I used to play S&D tournaments all the time, like online and stuff, and I used to win them all the time. So I knew if I could just find my way to an event and show up on LAN, a lot of pros would just give me the respect that I wanted. So it was just about getting to that first event and doing everything I could to get there.
His first taste of a professional LAN event was not the dream start ZooMaa would have hoped for, placing inside the top 12 at UMG Philadelphia 2014, but his raw talent did not go unnoticed. Call of Duty veteran Replays saw the potential in the Peppy team and took him under his wing. Replays gave the young gun his big break under Denial Esports, and it was at this point that ZooMaa's natural ability really began to shine. Despite their critics, the team of ZooMaa, Replays, Saints, and Study hoisted their first trophy at UMG Dallas 2014, which just so happened to be their first event together as a team.
That's going to make it 10-7 here, and this could be huge because ZooMaa also looking to be a pain in the neck in the back. 27 seconds remaining, and a cap would happen here. They could potentially do it, but that's not going to be the case. Wow. That's it. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first time in the history of Denial, they have won a championship. 3-0 to Envy, the Gfinity champions, falling to the new UMG champions.
After a turbulent remainder of the season, ZooMaa's wish to pick up a Tatch was finally granted, replacing Study on the starting lineup. But after only a brief period into the new season of Advanced Warfare, ZooMaa and Saints parted ways with Denial to join Call of Duty Titans Team Envy, taking point alongside Merc and Nameless. This decision, though, proved to be a big mistake for ZooMaa, as only 2 months later, Replays and Attach went on to win the 2015 World Championship, with new teammates Clayster and JCap. He found his feet in the second half of the Advanced Warfare season, joining a completely new team. From this moment, we saw the emergence of what would become a household name, FaZe ZooMaa.
Keep your eyes on this man. ZooMaa with the reactive armor can do so much damage.
And you just knew eventually the aggression would pay off for FaZe Clan, and you see Attach going to draw first blood. The kills quickly traded out over by B. And ZooMaa coming on this flank as both players right in his line of sight, going to be able to melee the second. Fantastic flank there by ZooMaa, as FaZe has now gone up 4-3.
Still in school at the time, it took some convincing for ZooMaa to join FaZe Clan. He eventually made the decision to drop out of art school to pursue a full-time career as a professional Call of Duty player. And as they say, the rest is history. Well, kind of. ZooMaa finished the Advanced Warfare season on a high. Alongside Clayster, Enable, and Attach, they took first place at a string of events, including UMG Dallas 2015.
FaZe are gonna take the UMG Dallas Grand Final 3-0 in the first best of 5.
Going into Black Ops 3, the roster was in good form. but as would often be the case, FaZe Clan would fall at the final hurdle.
It's falling apart. He has to use the camo here. It's now attached by himself, trying to pick up the kills. There's one, needs a clutch on two, and Luminosity has done it.
A series of disappointing performances throughout the season culminated in a 7th, 8th place finish at the CWL Championship, where they were shown the door by a Splice squad who'd run rampant through the lower bracket en route to the grand final. After a year of poor results, tensions were running high within the team. Clayster's fiery personality and unusual tendency to fall off the map led to a now infamous argument with ZooMaa, who may have pushed Clay's buttons at the wrong time.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that, dude. No, dude, what? Why do you always ask that fucking question, dude? Like I fucking meant to, dude? I tried to go in the fucking doorway and jump to the left.
All good, yo. Come on.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. What do you think? I just jumped off the map?
Well, I don't know anymore, bro.
Let's get it.
While the results were not what ZooMaa and co were hoping for, the FaZe boys stuck together for the release of Infinite Warfare, with the hope of turning the tide. At the first major event of the season, FaZe Clan showed promising signs, placing 3rd behind Cloud9 and Rise after sending Optic packing in a do-or-die losers matchup. The Green Wall got their redemption during ESWC later in the season, where the Italians struggled to make an impact in the grand final, as FaZe bowed out in 2nd place.
ZooMaa's 0-7. This is just looking grim.
And that's, I mean, what can you say about ZooMaa? 0-7, I mean, he is either the catalyst in Search and Destroy, or he's losing all those early engagements. You're at least going to get the plant here. You can see on the minimap.
2018 season saw the return of boots on the ground Call of Duty, an opportunity to inject a new lease of life into a stale FaZe lineup. ZooMaa and Attach were reunited with former teammate Replays, alongside welcoming exciting young prospect Priester. After a rough start to the season, FaZe began to find their groove heading into the Stage 1 playoffs, where $500,000 was on the line. Team Caliber knocked FaZe down into the losers bracket early on, but with their tournament lives on the line, ZooMaa stepped up and ran through everyone in his path.
With ZooMaa, of course, a player we've given a ton of praise through so far here at playoffs. Definitely a catalyst for FaZe Clan. He's going to kick things off with a nice pick on JCap, make that a double. John falls as well, looking for the triple octane falls, and already ZooMaa working towards some streaks.
FaZe made one of the most historic losers bracket runs in esports, which was made that much sweeter when they beat Optic's Dynasty squad in a 10-map thriller of a grand final.
Priesta, he's been the hero in this round for FaZe thus far. He finds another kill. It's Priesta working on the ace to close this out. Scump's hitting through mid-map, doesn't have time to work with, and FaZe Clan!
This victory ended FaZe Clan's huge winning drought, and after a ridiculous turnaround, ZooMaa bagged himself the event MVP.
Congratulations, it is now time to announce the Astro Gaming MVP for all of Stage 1 of the Pro League, which is ZooMaa. Let's go!
Expected? Probably not. Deserved? Yes. But whichever way you look at it, this was a career turning point for the Italian stallion. While FaZe didn't go on to fill their trophy cabinet full of silverware in Black Ops 4, ZooMaa ended his time with the organization with some stellar individual performances.
Pushing back, they're going to get in position towards the hard point. ZooMaa in a world of trouble, but the finesse, the slide, dips out as his teammates come in to help.
Yeah, nice 2 kills.
He was there through the team's highest highs and lowest lows, a true FaZe Clan Hall of Famer. But as one door closed, a new and exciting opportunity opened for ZooMaa. Competitive Call of Duty received a fresh lick of paint as Activision introduced their city-based franchise league. Unsurprisingly, the now veteran player was snapped up. Together with his partner in crime Attach, the pair put pen to paper with Andbox's New York Subliners. After a bumpy start to the season, the squad injected some fresh talent with up-and-comer Mac. Taking Mac under his wing, ZooMaa helps the 19-year-old hit the ground running. A flurry of playoff appearances later, and the Subliners bagged their first event win of the season. And if Mac was the secret ingredient, ZooMaa was head chef.
Subliners do it for the first time, the second team all year to win their home series event. It's just a round of applause, a celebration for Subliners. They have done it. Congratulations, Subliners. Take the event.
After a rough start, the squad finished the regular season in a respectable 5th place. But with the champions' desire to win, ZooMaa and Mac rebuilt their roster from the ground up. Despite the previous in-game quarrels, 3-time world champ Clayster upped sticks and reunited with ZooMaa, fresh after bagging his 3rd ring on Modern Warfare with Dallas Empire. The Cold War season looked promising for Tommy P, but on January 19th, he made an announcement that sent shockwaves through the competitive Call of Duty world. ZooMaa's heartfelt post detailed an injury, which he struggled with for a while on FaZe. A weakness in his thumb and wrist meant that he could no longer compete at the level he wanted to. Going through that process of getting healthy again was one of the hardest things I ever had to do, both physically and mentally, which led to a lot of stress and anxiety, he wrote. Unfortunately, the injury has returned, making it really hard for me to compete at the highest level against some of the best players in the world. For now, one of Call of Duty's greats has to sit on the sidelines and focus on regaining his health one day at a time.
So in your wrist, there's a tendon that goes up through your forearm into your wrist, up into your thumb. That creates the motion of your thumb. That creates the pushing and the pulling and the range of motion of your thumb. When I'm using a controller, I lost weakness in my hand, so I have trouble moving the analog stick left and right, like whipping it around and shit. Like, I have trouble moving it. I physically cannot move it unless I really put all my fucking heart and pain into it, which mentally was just fucking me up because I can't play like that.
It may be a heartbreaking goodbye from the Italian stallion for now, but it's likely that this won't be the last we see of the Call of Duty legend that is ZooMaa.
This kid's a I can't move my thumb. I get fucking shotzy, bro. So the goal is to get my hand back to where I can move my thumb and possibly come back. That's the goal. If I can't, we'll see what happens.
But what do you make of ZooMaa's career? Do you think he deserves a place in Call of Duty's Hall of Fame? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to Deserto for much more esports content. Otherwise, as ever, thank you for watching.